and 10 now from the 30. In motion, that's Tolbert. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott to throw it. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. There. Tiger Hornet. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
2nd and 10.
Great, set. Crowd left Yeti. '73. Go silver, ready? Hey, 73. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Great. Alpha. There.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
Silver, set. No touch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
No touch. 63. 73. Hey, silver. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They will go to 53. 26.
A running play. It's Dowdle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Third down and 1.
They will go to 54.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
63. You won't know. Alpha.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
King, Phil King, Phil King. Kyle left Yeti. 9. Tiger Hornet.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Second and a couple.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
No touch.
He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey! Tiger swamp! Great, set. No touch.
He'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, here we go. 26. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
In motion, that's Tolbert.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. In motion, the tight end. Here's Prescott.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So on 4th down, Prescott off and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73, 73.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Here we go. Right take.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
No touch that. Crowd, let's get it. Hey, easy, 63, bad. No touch.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set. 73.
They'll set up to throw.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Throwing, Prescott dancing to his left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Now Prescott.
Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a 1st down again. They'll throw again. Prescott.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Kevontae Turpin.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Cowboys are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it makes the score 21-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but
maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Silver, ready?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He'll find Paris Campbell, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Great, set.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Alpha. Man. Hey, 73.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Prescott.
Buying time to his left.
Into the hands of Cooks.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here's Prescott.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here we go.
Now Dak. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. To throw, Prescott.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert, then get that onside kick. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Prescott.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
63. Alpha. Hey, thumbs up, alert it. Hey!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man has got it, the tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And Hurts going to move them around.
Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey. Delta.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Great, set.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Tiger Hornet. Delta.
Here's Hurts to throw.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
63.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Delta, set. King, Phil King. Phil King. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and an incompletion as a result.
Go Silver, ready? Hey, 73. That's right. Crowd left Yeti. Delta.
Back to throw again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed